Well, in today's session, we'll look into CSS selector identification technique. So in last sessions, we have seen about XPath, ID, class name, and link text tag name, right? And we have also seen how to write customized XPath with the syntax we have. So in this session, we will see about CSS selectors locator technique. So why CSS? First of all, CSS is the 10 times faster than XPath. That means if you want to identify the element on a page, the CSS can do it in 10 times fast rather than XPath. And the second usage here is the class under the class can be identified using CSS only. So right now you will not be able to understand what does the class under the class means. So in coming sessions you will see a scenario where you have an element, okay, that will be in one class and the particular class will be on top of other class. I'll just tell you the scenario when I get that in our next sessions. So CSS have its advantages compared to XPath, right? So in this session we will completely concentrate on how to write an customized CSS, and it's also lightweight, compared to XPath. So the syntax is very straightforward and pretty simple. Now if you want to, for example, just I have taken this. If you want to click on this username, if it come back to Java IDE, and I'll create one more class for you saying CSS, yeah. So CSS selector, if it is a class name, if you have, this is our class name, okay. For XPath attributes, the syntax we have is / tag name rate of attribute equals to value. This is the syntax for XPath, as we know that from our previous sessions, and we are very familiar with that. So for CSS, it's straightforward. No double slash, simply tag name, open the braces, no @ straightforward attribute equals to value. That's all. So you are removing all special characters here, double slashes and @ it's pretty straightforward. So that's the only difference you see compared to XPath and CSS in writing a customized one. So in this example, now the tag name is div and attribute you are looking for a class, and this is an attribute. Identify first is the attribute. That's it. This is our CSS. If you want to write the same in XPath, / div the rate of class equals to identify the first, yeah, this is for XPath. That's the only difference you see here. But if you are not sure about tag name, or if you want to make a locator technique very straightforward, you can use a regular expression in XPath saying star. It says take any tag, but the attribute of that tag should be the class and value should be identity first. So however, you will have only one tag. If you find multiple tags, then the problem. If you are sure that there is only one tag name saying this is the class and that is the value, you even remove tag name by giving regular expression. You need not write also. Whereas in CSS, remove this. That's all. Pretty straightforward. Attribute equals to value. This is enough. If you don't want to mention tag name deliberately, even with this it will identify. You need not mention tag name in CSS. But whereas in XPath, if you are not interested to write a tag name, give it a star. So it will identify it as anything, any tag name. Even in this case, it says any tag name. But you need not give any regular expression. So this is CSS. This is XPath if it is without tag name. See that it looks quite simple, right? Compared to XPath. And let's write our a small program using CSS here to make you understand. Driver, and it is driver dot get. This is our site, Salesforce. Cool. So now driver dot find element, find dot CSS selector. Okay. Now give this. Send keys. Give anything. So let me comment out all this. So these two are enough, right, for you? So I'll write in comment. Okay, it's not required. So we will import Firefox driver class. Yeah. Now we are doing it with CSS. So I'll give you one tricky here to make sure this locator technique is correct or not. Before running, if you want to make sure that the thing what you have written is accurate or not, just copy an entire thing. Come back to Firefox, and this is a drop down. So as you are checking CSS1, click on CSS and provide the paste it here and click on enter. If you click enter, okay, let me close and do it again. If you click enter, if you see something in blue highlighted, that means whatever you have written is correct. And to make sure, come to that particular locator and click on it. The box which you are looking will be highlighted. With that, you can come to basic conclusion saying the information what you have provided is correct. So rather than running and checking whether the information entered is correct or not, you can check it in Firebug only. So as I told you, download the file path, enter the information what you have given in the script and click on enter. For example, you have missed one letter R in class name, okay? Somehow it missed. Now come here and click on enter. See that nothing is got highlighted. Even that blue thing is gone at username, and here code is also not displayed. That means the information what you have entered, so Firebug cannot identify it as a CSS in a web page because you have given some mistake. So if everything is proper by giving some accurate one here, and now click on enter, see that this got highlighted. So if you are looking for this field only and the information what you have provided, you can cross compare before you actually run your code. Okay, I have seen students entering everything and then running and making sure whether I have entered correct or not. You need not do it on Selenium. There is a tool called Firebug what we are discussing from our last 3 sessions. Provide your information here and click on enter to make sure it's correct or not. And if you see it here, how many things are highlighted? 2 things. Okay, all points to same thing, so no problem. Now let's do it password. Okay, now this what I entered is correct, so I send keys. Now I'll write a step for password. Dot find element CSS. Right, let's see the password. Okay, either you can directly copy this and write here driver dot CSS, it will work. Okay, so I want my students to write customized CSS without depending upon this FirePath add-on. Okay, if someone asks you to work on Google Chrome, okay, you don't have that in Google Chrome. Okay, still I think in Google Chrome you have some add-ons which give you CSS too, but So we need not depend upon any tool. By seeing this code itself, we should be in a position to write a CSS rather than just directly copying it here. Okay, so forget about this, close it. Now I know that this is the code which the developer has written for this password. So we have our syntax: tag name, no slash slash here because we are writing CSS. Straightforward, or you need not give tag name also if it is a unique one. Simply open braces, see the syntax here, attribute equals to value. Okay, this is, I'll write a generic syntax here: tag name attribute equals to value. Okay, or you can split out this tag name if you feel that is an unique. Okay, so let's go with tag name this time. Div tag name, because div is a tag. So right now if I click on enter, it says nothing because whatever is we provided is incomplete yet. Okay, so sorry, we have spied some wrong thing, I guess. So this is the actual password, is the actual thing. So tag name input open id equals to password, attribute equals to value. See, it is in a red state. That means the information what you are providing is yet not accurate, of course, because I didn't complete writing. Okay, once I give this closing brace, it will turn to white. That means the information what you have provided is correct. See that? So how good the Firebug is, it's giving everything for us. Now click on enter. See that this is getting highlighted. Okay, if you move that, that is, if you move on to the particular highlighted one, if you see on the browser, password is getting highlighted. So that means information what you have provided is perfect. You can go ahead and use it in your code. So before you complete your scripting, make a habit of checking it in Firebug and then coming back here and writing. Okay, that will really helpful in sort of time saving one, rather than running the code and then realizing, okay, I didn't provide that or this. First of all, make a habit of it is working whether in Firepath or not, or click right. So log into Salesforce. This I'll do with XPath. Let's do this with XPath. I don't want anything here. Log into scenario. Make sure you change these drop downs. Okay. So XPath, remove this. Let's write our own. Button is the tag name. Okay, here slash slash. Remember, this is not CSS, so you have to give slash slash tag name open braces at the rate of attribute equals to login. Okay, this we have discussed in the previous sessions, right? If you are not clear, go back to previous sessions. We have just discussed till 15 minutes about how to write the customized XPath. Okay, so I think you are familiarized in the previous session itself. So I'm just combining both CSS and XPath and writing a small program here. Slash slash tag name value, fine. Click on enter and move your mouse here. See that login to button is getting highlighted. That means the information what you are providing is accurate. Cool. And come back. By dot XPath and take this information, copy it here. So make a habit of checking in Firebug before you write something. Okay, but in our sessions mostly we'll directly copy it from Firepath, as you are familiar with that. But when you are practicing, start like this so that it will be good for you. I need to send keys here, not just click password. Okay, everything looks good, and we'll run this and see how it runs. So there is some error. Okay, I need to remove this. Hope there are results now. And yeah, here one more is there. These all are not related to code. Yeah, cells for getting open. It got failed. So what the mistake we have done? Why it's not able to enter username here? The error we got is, let's see what's the error. Element is not currently visible. Can you guess what is the error here? So I deliberately done something wrong here. Can you guess what? Just keep on trying. We'll discuss in our next session. Okay, thank you.